Assalamu alaikum, viewers, very warm welcome. And you are watching program Diplomatic Enclave from Channel 5, and I am your host Malik Manzoor Ahmed. Today, His Excellency Ambassador that I am going to interview is highly important for Pakistan, and he belongs to a very important country. I should introduce my guest and very warm welcome. His Excellency, the Ambassador of Indonesia in Islamabad, Excellency Iwan Amri, is today my guest in my program. And Excellency, I warmly welcome you in my program.
Thank you, thank you. So it is a great honor for me to have the opportunity participating in the Diplomatic Enclave TV program. So
Yes,
it's a pleasure for me.
It's a great pleasure for me. And as you know that Indonesia is the world's most populous Muslim majority country, whereas Pakistan is the second largest populous Muslim majority country. And both countries are very important member of Organization of Islamic Conference. Recently, Excellency, you assumed charge as the ambassador to Pakistan and Islamabad. First of all, we warmly welcome you in Pakistan as the ambassador. And let me start by asking that do you satisfy with the bilateral relation between two brotherly Muslim countries, Pakistan and Indonesia?
Yes, if we are talking the bilateral cooperation between Indonesia and Pakistan, I think we have to trace back to the history. We have a very solid foundation in terms of history because we are mutually supported our independence at the time, and the first Indonesian president at the time, Mr. Sukarno, was the first foreign country head of state who visited Pakistan in 1950. So then we opened diplomatic relation with Pakistan in 1950 also. It was in Karachi, then moved to Islamabad in 1967. And our bilateral cooperation is really comprehensive, covering almost all fields of cooperation. So if you ask me about the satisfaction, of course, there is no satisfaction in terms of our commitment to promote, to strengthen our bilateral cooperation, because we recognize both countries have a huge potential in terms of natural resources, and in terms of the size of the population. It's really big market, both Indonesia and Pakistan.
So, as I told my viewers that recently you came as the ambassador here. So, what are your main objective for achieving during your stay in Islamabad as the ambassador, and especially that what the effort you will make to boost the relation in the field of economic and trade and political and diplomatic?
Yes. So first of all, it is an honor for me to be assigned by my government as an Indonesian ambassador to such an important country like Pakistan. And of course, as been instructed by the President of Indonesia, I have to strengthen, to exert my effort together, of course, with my colleague, Ambassador of Pakistan in Jakarta, His Excellency Akil Nadim, to strengthen bilateral cooperation. And the focus will be, of course, economic. As we know that Indonesia and Pakistan, as I said, has a very huge potential.
Of course.
And we do have the framework. We signed the PTA, the preferential trade arrangement.
Yes, yes.
It was in 2013. Before the signing, actually, our total trade was 1.3 million, and until last year, 2015, it's increased significantly to 2.2 billion US dollar. So
you are talking about bilateral trade?
Yes, yes, yes. Bilateral, the total trade, the two-way trade between Indonesia and Pakistan. So it's constitute, Indonesia is belong to the biggest trading partner of Pakistan in ASEAN. And Indonesia also constitute as the fifth biggest importing countries for source of import for Pakistan. That's in terms of the economic, and the potential, I think, still huge. So we have to work very hard to promote the bilateral trade. And last December 2015, yes, the Minister of Trade and the Ambassador of Pakistan to Indonesia, yes, Akhil Nadim, on behalf of the Pakistani government, signed the MOU for Indonesia to import rice from Pakistan, around 1 million metric ton from the 2016 to 2019. So the challenge now is how to implement such a very constructive and productive MOUs. And in terms of promoting people-to-people contact, because it's very important, because we know I have been here for 4 months now, exactly 4 months, but I've noticed the knowledge of Pakistani about Indonesia is still limited, and vice versa. The knowledge of the Indonesian on Pakistan is also still limited. So considering our historical bond with Pakistan and Indonesia, I think we have to work very hard to improve the knowledge of Pakistani about Indonesia.
And to promote people-to-people contact.
Yes, and to improve also the knowledge of Indonesian about Pakistan. So in this spirit, this coming October, we will have annual event in Jakarta, actually the Trade Expo Indonesia, and I will bring
Expo Indonesia.
Yes, in Jakarta.
Your country is organizing this.
Yes, and I will bring the Pakistani journalists and also the TV crew from Pakistan to visit to Indonesia to do the familiarization trips. So that's one way of how to bring the knowledge of to improve the knowledge about Pakistani people about Indonesia and vice versa.
So that they will get the latest information that what is happening in your country.
Yes.
And the way that you're making a progress and prosperity.
Yes, yes.
So this is the way to get the latest information.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, in the field of defense, we signed already the DCA, the Defense Cooperation Arrangement between Indonesia and Pakistan.
You signed this agreement in 2013?
2013. No, the PTA was signed in 2013.
And defense?
And defense is 2014.
Okay.
Yeah. But before the signing, of course, we had been also exchange of visit among the high-ranking official between the Indonesian Navy and the Pakistani Navy. Right. And of course, in the spirit of promoting bilateral cooperation, we are also encouraged by the visit of the Pakistani president to Indonesia to attend the special OIC summit early this year, and then also the visit of the COAS, the military chief of staff, General Rahid Sarip, to Indonesia in 2014. So actually, we have the foundation on how to further strengthen our bilateral cooperation.
Excellency, as you mentioned in detail, the details of agreements that we have mutually signed in recent past. So just you have told that we have a FTA. PTA.
Yes, PTA.
So is there any possibility that both country, Pakistan and Indonesia, may have a trade agreement, free trade agreement, I mean, in future? So is there any possibility?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I think the discussion to elevate the PTA of becoming FTA is ongoing already. So both sides, Indonesia and Pakistan, agreed to elevate the PTA to FTA. So now in the process of discussing, to fine-tuning which product that can be reduce the export tariff to make beneficial to both sides. So the Pakistani embassy in Jakarta is working very closely with our Ministry of Trade in Jakarta to discuss the possibility of enhancing the trade relation between Indonesia and Pakistan in terms of formulating a free trade
agreement.
Yes.
And sir, as you told, in the field of defense, so in future, do you have any proposal to enhance the cooperation in the field of defense as well?